Hi guys, we're going to start off with the Mega White Crystal Nails Firm Gel. Make sure that you work with this nice and thin. You don't want to be applying it too thick because it will wrinkle in the lamp if you do apply it too thick. So nice and thin. And this is obviously over some form of enhancement, whether it's acrylic or hard gel. Make sure you've got no little bits of dust or anything like that in it, else it'll ruin your finished nail. Now we're going to put our Sharpie pens on. That gel's nice and cured, so it's nice and shiny. You don't want it to be matte, you want it to be shiny, and you don't want it to have any sticky layer. And you are very simply just colouring in a little bit of Sharpie around the edges of the nail. Whatever colours you want to do. This pink one's a neon one. I'm just filling in the gaps now. And then I'm going to use some NSI Nail Pure Plus and my Barbara 2 brush, and just literally dot bits of the Nail Pure Plus onto the Sharpie pen, and you'll see exactly what it does. It starts to disperse the colour. You can leave it quite bold like that, or you can keep going back into it and make it even more thinner and more a bit like a Querel type looking. It's entirely up to you how much you want to work on it, but this dries pretty quick. But you can keep going back into any sections you're not happy with. Now I'm going to pop some one stroke art on top of this, so no top coat or anything yet, straight in with your one stroke art. So I'm putting the pink and the purple on my One Move 2 brush, but then a little bit of white on the edge as well, because I actually want this flower to almost blend into the pattern. I don't want it to stand out too much. I almost want it to look like an aquarelle flower rather than a one stroke flower. So keeping it quite pale. So like I say, I'm using my One Move 2 brush. I'm just going back over that so it just stands out just a little bit more. And then just a couple of very little leaves. Again, I don't want them to stand out too much because I want it to be really quite soft, this design. Then using my Barbara 2 brush again, I'm going to pop the little yellow dots in the centre of the flower. Lots of paint on your brush when you do the dots with the Barbara 2 brush, or you could just use a dotting tool if that's better for you. And then a couple of white lines just through the leaves. So once that one stroke's dry, I'm using my Perfect Nails Flexi Gel Top Coat. This can go over a hard gel or a gel polish or a soft gel. It's a really good top coat. Into your lamp just for 30 seconds. 2 coats of that. And then take off your sticky layer with your NSI Cleanse. And obviously if it was a client, you'd put some nurture oil on. Hope you like that, guys.